Alright, what's going on everybody? LK here. So I want to talk about system mechanic changes. I've been waiting to do this for a little bit. I wanted to get into the new patch a little bit. You might remember the previous patch, they did some changes to fast roam and cancel, and a bunch of things came from this. Things from like new mix-ups being available, more meter efficient ways of routing things became available, and of course the infinite, quote unquote, not even quote unquote, honestly, because they are infinite block strings in positive, all came from this fast roam and cancel change. It affected the game, but not as much as I thought it was going to, and definitely not on some, oh, this ruins the game type of thing. So this patch has a bit more subtle system mechanic changes. So the first major one that I think affects the game a lot is about risk and how quickly risk depletes over time. So this helps everybody, but it especially helps the characters in the game who build risk faster than other characters. So this includes characters like Milia, Eno, Chip, characters that just build risk really quickly compared to other characters. And this is a legacy thing in Guilty Gear. So Giovanna is just gonna, meet me, do what she does. Milia's risk gauge builds really fast. So now, after max goes, look at how fast now that it just kind of goes soaring down. So it should go without saying why this is a good change. It doesn't just benefit the characters who build risk really quickly, but it's not easy to escape the corner in this game compared to other GG games, in my opinion. Mostly because that when you jump, most characters just can't move quickly or stall that much, so it becomes hard to use the traditional, oh, let's super jump out of the air and then get out. Usually you have to like swing your way out or try to like finesse your way out. So it's just less punishing if you pick more safe ways of escaping the corner, which I think is really nice. So the next one that I think is really important is about how burst resets the risk level. I didn't think this was a big deal. So normally, like, let's say, okay, you take some, then you get hit a little bit. So the risk does deplete pretty quickly when you get hit. And most of the time when you get hit, you burst pretty quickly and you're advantageous on this burst. So there's some characters that get to like set up their offense, or you can take some ground or something. Of course, the blue burst emptying your risk gauge is important, but I actually also find that the fact that gold burst also empties your risk gauge is pretty powerful. It's a really big momentum swing already, and then now you also have the benefit of if you get hit, you're not going to get deleted. You have all these resources, you're also advantageous, and then when you're wrong, you're not getting absolutely deleted. Gold burst punishes are not distributed evenly. Like, some characters are really good at punishing it, some characters are not so good at punishing it, so I think this is pretty important in the game. And then finally, there's changes to tension in general. The more you block, the more meter you get. So this one, you don't really see it. It doesn't feel like super impactful, this one, but you definitely do get meter for blocking a lot. The one I think that is more clear is the amount of tension you gain increases based on the risk level. So for comparison, I'll do like a simple string of Milia. So you can see, and Milia is a character that's not that good at building meter. She built significantly more meter when she had max risk compared to having no risk. So this one, definitely you could feel it. In this game, you can definitely get full risk. There are situations that can come up, which kind of leads to the other way I want to show this. So the amount of tension that you gain does not increase for the attacking character when an opponent with maximum risk level blocks their attacks. So in this example I prepared here, I'm basically doing the same string, but what you're going to see is that I'm not able to push this for the entirety of positive. So there's not, and you'll also see that I start building more meter Milia. So I built a ton of meter from that. We're at about the same-ish meter, and remember, Milia does not gain meter as fast as other characters, so on another character, they would have even more meter. And also, when I'm counterattacking in this spot, let's just say I am a spectator for all this time. What I get to do is when I take my turn, now I build so much meter. So this is a subtle, but I think a pretty nice change, because it makes this type of situation not such a checkmate situation. of just like, oh, they're just gonna build meter, I can't interact at all, they're gonna push me to max and then mix me right away. In a more ideal situation, you would already have some meter, so you'd be able to interact here, which is pretty nice. I think long term, the risk change might affect the game in a way that we don't expect, specifically for one reason. The characters that are good at getting combos from defense benefit from this change also. So it's not just the obvious, like, oh, characters who build risk fast get helped out by this. So for example, HC, I'll just do a couple simple. Oh, I gotta reset. Nice. So he has this much, and now he counterattacks me, and watch his meter just pop. As opposed to if he just did the combo. He does build meter pretty well, but there's a clear difference. So this is actually the thing that I'm worried about. Like, it helps certain characters, but also I'm like, I feel like the rich got a little richer with this. So we'll see how it plays out. As usual, if you guys have any questions or comments, definitely feel free to leave them in the comment section below. Like and subscribe if you guys feel like it, and I'll see y'all next time. Peace out.